with an opening statement from Coach Lee?
You know, I couldn't possibly be more disappointed with the first half. You know, I can't, besides Khalid Lewis making some gutsy plays, I really can't think of anything else good that came from that first half. There's certain things that we worked on defensively that we didn't do at all. Of course, they're very good. They're wonderful, but that's why this was such a meaningful game for us, to be able to test ourselves against an outstanding team like this. And I just couldn't be more disappointed with how we responded in the first half. Yeah, it was bad.
What did you say to them at halftime, and what adjustments did you make defensively?
Well, I said I was embarrassed, and the only adjustment is that Jarrell played.
How hard is it when he's not in there? I know you said yesterday you got to have Key and Steve and everyone on the floor.
Jarrell's terrific, and he's an even better person than he is a player. And no one wants to succeed more than him. But this is the third or fourth time where he's gotten 2 quick fouls early in the game. And the only thing, because I know he's highly motivated, I just think he must be nervous. Without being critical, there's reasons why he's getting in foul trouble, and it's slow reactions and not responding to things that are going on around him. He had none of those issues in the second half, and he's an accomplished veteran, wonderful player, and wonderful person. I think if he played in the first half, the game could have been much different. I was very hesitant to put him back in because his reactions were so slow at the start of the game. I was convinced that a third foul was going to come immediately. I can't explain it because I know he's extremely motivated, and he's obviously a terrific player. Right? He was either the best player on the court or as good as anyone in that second half. But we've seen this, it happened in the Virginia game too. And it's no lack of will on his part at all. And it's really hard to figure out.
John, did the fact that he did pick up his third in the Virginia game play into your decision too?
No, the thing that played into my decision was the likelihood of him getting a third foul. I'll play the other 2 fouls, but I was convinced that a third foul would have happened in the next couple minutes.
John, you said last year after some offensive struggles that it was just a shooting slump. Do you feel the same way about some offensive struggles this year?
No, it's 2 totally different things. I think that, you know, I mean, today was really bad, so it was more than one issue. But I do think that if Jordan, Steve, and Jarrell play the way that they normally do, and we play defense the way that we're taught, that we could beat anybody. So, I mean, that's our formula. That's the formula.
Do you have the personnel to do what you have done before offensively?
No, it's completely different. Those guys are not here. It's a completely different team. We're going to be a team. You look at what St. Joe's did last year with a good shooter and a couple strong guys inside. You look at GW, what they did last year with a strong shooter and a couple guys inside. That's the kind of team we are. We have a really good shooter and perimeter player in Jordan. We have 2 good big guys. We have a lot of other guys who can defend and do certain things well. No, we're not a team with 4, 5, 6 shooters. No, we're not that. Every year is different, but this team can win. We're strong inside. Again, I think Jordan can be that guy like Langston Galloway or the George Washington transfer, Maurice Creek. We have a bunch of other guys who are tough kids who can defend and make plays. So it's completely different. It's just like next year will be different, and the year after that will be different. So.
Did you think Jordan might have been pressing a little early?
There was nothing positive about our first half, except for Khalid Lewis making some really gutsy plays.
Moving on now, you've got a tough matchup this Saturday against Temple at the Palestra. What are you going to take with this team moving forward?
We have to man up. I mean, we have to listen. The second half was our best offensive half of the year. We scored 41 points against a terrific team. Where did it get us? Nowhere. This has to be a defensive team. That's what we are. You know, scoring 41 points and a half against Villanova got us absolutely nowhere. This has to be a tough, gritty team, and if we're not tough and gritty, we're not going to win.
Anything else?